Hello, my name is Caitlin Callahan. This is Over in the Ocean, a coral reef story. It's written by Marianne Burks and illustrated by Jeanette Canyon. This is the Ocean and Ocean Animal Integrated Curriculum Unit for grades K through 1. This is a children's picture book about the ocean and ocean animals. The book consists of brilliant artwork that displays the beauty and biology of coral reefs through clay murals. In this book, you will travel around the coral reef with mother animals and their babies. The book introduces readers to ocean life, counting, and rhyming. For a reading activity, you can do a book talk. There are many nonfiction books for students to read about coral reefs and ocean animals, such as Coral Reefs by the National Geographic Kids and Surprises on a Coral Reef by Kelly Martinson. Read these nonfiction books to students and discuss the term nonfiction and how we know these are nonfiction books. After reading the two books, compare and contrast information from the books as a group. Have a book talk discussion with students and let students share facts from each book. Inky Fish Comprehension. Read the passage Inky Fish in small group reading with students. After reading, use different colored markers or crayons and guide students to find the topic, highlight high frequency words, and underline words in the passage, vocabulary words, and discuss their meaning. Then move to the comprehension questions. Read them together if needed, depending on the student's reading level. Students can often recall information needed to answer the questions, but if they cannot, guide them back to the passage and area where they might find the answer. Once students find the answers, they need to bubble in the correct bubble beside the answer for each question. The resources are located here. Writing activities. My favorite ocean animal. Show picture cards of different ocean animals, and students will choose their favorite ocean animal picture card and use the writing My Favorite Ocean Animal writing template. Students will draw a picture of their favorite ocean animal in the ocean and should write 2 to 3 sentences and use phonetic spelling while writing about their favorite ocean animal. Resources are located here. Octopus sentences. Read the octopus passage to students to gain a background knowledge about octopus. Students will then complete the octopus sentence building activity that contains a fact about octopus from the passage. Students will glue their sentence in the correct order and then write the sentence on their own with correct letter formation and sentence structure. Science activities. Seashore touch and tell. You will need a brown paper bag to put the treasures in. Children will reach in without looking and pick up an item and describe what they feel. Items you can include are seashells, sponge, seaweed, a shark tooth, a piece of driftwood, a claw from a crab, or something else. After students describe the item that they feel, the student will take the item out and introduce the term and describe the item and where it is located in the ocean to the students. Make connections to the story by finding them in the picture book. Octopus work. Discuss octopuses and what makes them fascinating creatures. Show this video, Octopus Facts for Kids. For the experiment, fill a water balloon with water. Place 7 to 10 drops of food coloring into the balloon before tying it closed. You will need to use a water table or container filled with water and a toy shark. The shark will resemble the predator and the balloon will resemble the octopus. Poke a small hole with a safety pin in the balloon and place it back in the water. Describe to students how octopus use this defense mechanism to hide from their predators. Art activities. Paper mache fish. Each child will need 2 paper plates, thin cardboard, masking tape, newspaper torn into strips, and paper mache paints, along with paint to decorate. The teacher should go ahead and pre-assemble the fish template, and then students will use strips of newspaper and paper mache paste and add 3 to 4 layers to the paper plate fish template and let them dry completely. To incorporate science, find images of exotic fish for students to get ideas when they are ready to paint their fish. Once the paper mache paste is completely dry, students will paint and decorate the exotic fish from the sea. Sea urchins. Discuss how sea urchins are spiny creatures. This is their form of protection against predators, with 2 black feet to grab their prey. Students will make their own sea urchin using black modeling clay and toothpicks. Students will roll their clay into balls and use toothpicks to create spines. Movement activities. See Animals Movement. After reading the book together, students will participate in a movement break song in the classroom. This movement break song has students engage with exercise motions and sing about the creatures in the ocean. Seaweed tag. After reading the book, refer back to the 10 pieces of seagrass, or in the story it's called turtle grass, and talk about seaweed facts. Mark off a large area with painter's tape on the floor, either indoor or in your classroom, outdoor or in your classroom, to serve as the ocean. One child will act as seaweed. He or she will stand in the middle of the area with the rest of the children that are the fish lined up on the end of the ocean. At your signal, the fish will try to cross the ocean. If a fish is tagged by seaweed, they also become seaweed and must keep 1 foot planted on the ground at all times. Those fish will make it to the other side, but now try to cross again. The game continues until all fish have become seaweed. Music activities. Some ocean songs. There are tons of songs that relate to oceans and under the sea, such as Over in the Ocean rhyming song, created by Jack Hartman. He has created a sea life and rhyming song that is the adaptation of the story Over in the Ocean, a coral reef story. Dr. Green has created a song called Oceans that teaches ocean songs with a fun melody that students will love to sing. And these are my references located on the last slide.